Let's meet the starter. Your Washington Wizards.
What a great... matchup we have tonight, Legs. Do those battles look a little different from when you played?
Well, certainly there's less wrestling going on down on the block. More of these post players now want to step out and face up. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm a fan of either style.
A lot of space on the floor, that's for sure.
There's no doubt much more difficult to defend these post players with all this versatility.
Welcome, fans, to 2K Sports Thursday. And Tim, on paper, a bit of a lopsided matchup, but nothing is a given in this league.
Yeah, B.A., that's for sure. The margin for error very slim in this league, and really all we're talking about on a given night is a different guy heating up to make this game much more competitive.
So the Houston starting five. Tyson Daniels out there with Anthony Black. Then there's Zach Edey. Then there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Hart in at the power forward position. Gordon against Hart. Pass to Knippel. And Edey with a block. Now here's Hart. Takes a three. Knocks it down from distance.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now here's Murray. Black defending. To the inside. Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, the vertical Gordon has is phenomenal. So why settle for the layup when you can just slam it down?
Pass to Hart. To the middle. And stolen by Gobert. On the wing, Mitchell. Stolen by Daniels. Gordon against Hart. Right side, Butler. Back to Hart. Now Black. Screen by Edey. 4 on the clock. Another 3 from Houston.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Murray. Outside Mitchell. Picked by Gobert. Pass to Knipple. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Black outside. On the wing, Daniels. Back to Black. From deep. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. For Washington, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. And Tim, you played your longest stretch with this Washington franchise. How hungry are these fans for sustained success?
Yeah, there's been some lean years and unfortunately only one banner. Going back to 1978. They are committed to a rebuild in hopes of better times ahead.
And it's Butler with the ball for Houston. Outside Hart. Outside Butler. To the paint. Gordon with a steal. Outside Mitchell. Gordon outside. Washington moving the ball around. Butler with the ball. Black outside. Back to Edey. Pass to Hart. Here's Butler. Over Murray. And Butler the bucket on the assist from Hart.
Whether it's at the rim or in the mid-range, Butler believes he's going to beat his man each and every time.
Outside Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Gobert. Who poked away. Edey with a steal. Here's Butler. Softly drops in the floater. Butler's got his second bucket of the night. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Rockets?
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
And they've also done a really good job scoring off turnovers. Not just pressuring the ball, but cashing those in scoring opportunities.
Here's Butler, following the score by Washington. Pass to Edey. Oh, they get a hand on it. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Here's Knipple. Butler covering. Offensive board. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Yeah, just what they needed from Gobert. Grabbing the rebound with those long arms and sending it back.
And another basket for Houston.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Pass to Gobert. Takes it inside. And Gobert with the stuff.
Trying to contest size is probably wishful thinking.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Josh Hart is great at moving off ball, and he said, in today's league, cutting and making a layup is considered boring. Everyone wants ISO. Some of the fundamentals and beauty of the game are lost. For me, it's a feel. If you see the back of your defender's head, try to make a cut. Brian, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And there's a 3-second violation. And the Rockets making a change here. Fournette's checked in. The Rockets have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the #2 seed in the West, Grant.
And they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow.
For your Wizards Lakers.
deciding to change it up.
Bring your Wizards Breaker.
And here's Black. Down low. And finished off by Sar.
Yeah, easy enough for the 7-footer. Sar bringing the house down.
Here's Cassell. Black defending. It's stolen by Ellis. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Now here's Sar. Black outside. Just 5 on the clock. Again, Houston. Wizards trail by 6. Dosunmu, the pass to Bridges. Back to Dosunmu. Picked by Pirtle. With a 9-footer, and down it goes. 2 points.
The defense kind of opened up for him, and he took full advantage.
Houston leading by 4. Black passes to Sar. Shoots over Bridges. Rebound, Washington. Here's Dosunmu. Pass to Cassell. From 18 feet away, Sar pulls it in.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Black passes to Cornette. Now here's Sar. He's closely guarded. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Champagny. He's checked in for Houston.
Justin Champagny.
Now Dosunmu. Pass to Cassell. Pulls up on the wing. Washington again can't hit. Sar against Bridges. Can't hit that one.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
Monk passes to Bridges. Here's Cassell, who's guarded by Ellis. Here's Dosunmu. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Cassell. Shot clock at 6. The Wizards with another miss. The Rockets lead by 4. And here's Ellis. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Monk. Here's Dosunmu. Out to Bridges. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
Dyson Daniels, he's checked in for Sar. There's a minute 26 left in the first quarter. Pass to Champagny. Ellis outside. Houston working the ball around. Here's Cornette. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
You know, Tim, both of Jakob Poeltl's parents played volleyball for the Austrian national team.
Yeah, he comes from an athletic family, and he certainly has a lot of agility for his size. And I think being in today's game, you need your big men to be able to move their feet.
And it's Monk missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Daniels against Monk. Daniels, that one's true.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Bridges passes to Cassell. Back to Bridges. 23 seconds left to play in the first. Shot clock at 5. Driving to the basket. Some solid defense from Cornette. Outside Brown. Pass to Ellis. Shoots over to Sumu. Oh, what an incredible end to the corner.
Wow, incredible indeed. Waits until the very last second to let it fly.
Whew. Oh, with the clock running down, man, that was close.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's Houston. They're up by 8. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, the energy was there, the communication was there. I think they can build on this going forward.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Josh Hart is out there with Butler. Then there's Dyson Daniels. Then there's Christian Brown. And it's Edey in at the 5. Now here's Mitchell. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Gobert with a screen on Brown. From deep, Mitchell. The rebound by Edey. And it's Butler with the ball for Houston. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Butler going in strong. Daniels outside. Outside for Butler. It's Hart on the wing. Off target from outside. And for the Wizards, they're shooting 40% so far in this one. Outside Mitchell. Edey with a steal. Butler passes to Hart. Back to Butler. Here's Knipple. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Gobert drives in.
And look at the stride Gobert possesses. Able to get in with just a few steps.
Butler with the ball. He's got 9. Puts up a 3. The Rockets again can't hit. Wizards trail by 9. Inside. And Gordon with the big finish.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Butler passes to Hart. To the inside. Edey. And he banks in the layup. Edey's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Gobert with a screen on Brown. The 3 from Mitchell. 3-ball! Donovan Mitchell!
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
The Rockets lead by 6. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Making some changes. Sars checked in for Edey, and Black subbed in for Brown. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Daniels finds Butler. Black outside. Screen by Hart. 5 on the clock. Houston with another miss.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Gobert with a screen on Butler. And it's Washington with another.
With his ability to pull up and shoot it, Knipple gives defenders issues in the pick-and-roll game.
Butler surveying the floor. Pass to Black. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
3 seconds. Washington basketball.
The Wizards trail by 4. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Murray inside. Black defending. Murray, no good.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Sarr. Good, and Butler gets the assist. And the Rockets lead by 6.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Murray passes to Mitchell. Right in the heart of it, Mitchell.
They're such a strong guy. Donovan Mitchell plays bigger than his listed 6'1" height.
And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 5. The drive by Daniels.
And Daniels doesn't mess around. When he's charging inside, he's focused on the flush.
Pass to Knipple. Back to Murray. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Houston. They've led by as many as 11. Now here's Daniels. Fires the 3. Here's Sarr. Second shot opportunity. Gordon pulls it in. The Wizards trail by 6. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Jimmy Butler.
And primarily in college, Knipple was used as a floor spacer, a guy who is lethal from range. But he showed signs of being able to make plays and crash the glass as well.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. Houston making some changes. Cornette's checked in for Sarr. Champagnie comes in for Jimmy Butler. And Ellis is subbed in for Daniels. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And legs over the next few years, the Wizards undertaking an $800 million renovation of their home arena.
Yeah, B.A., this venue's almost 30 years old. I was making threes in this building. So some changes are welcome, including expanded training facilities, locker rooms, and improving fan access and amenities.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Washington moving the ball around. Gordon with a screen on Hart. And Gordon with the big finish.
Whoa, Aaron Gordon looking like he's in a slam dunk contest right there.
The Rockets lead by 4. Pass to Cornette. Outside Hart. Back to Cornette. Here's Champagnie. Ellis outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hart. Missed inside. Washington has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. It's picked off. Driving inside, and Hart throws it down.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Guys, back to you.
They are bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. And it's Washington with the ball, after the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. Bridges outside. 5 to shoot. Washington needs to get off a shot. Here's Cassell. Washington again can't hit. Houston leading by 8. It's Hart on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. Back to Ellis. Black outside. Tries it from the top of the key. Gordon pulls it in. And so it's Monk who brings up the ball for the Wizards. Pass to Cassell. Here's Knipple. Outside Monk. Now Bridges. The 3. Washington again can't hit. There's 1:54 left in the first half of this game. Cornette sets a screen. Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. Gordon with a steal. Pass to Monk. And here's Bridges. To the paint. Outside Monk. To the left side wing. And here's Knipple from the arc. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
Bang, bang, as they say. Knipple with the quick release off the catch.
Black outside. Over to the wing. 1:09 left to play in the second quarter. Ellis. There's the block. And he recovers it. Another shot. No good at the rim. The Wizards trail by 5. Pass to Cassell. Bridges with room to shoot. And again, it's Washington.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Now here's Black. He's got 5. Outside Hart. There's 37 seconds left in the first half of this one. Gordon with a steal. Bridges outside. Pass to Knipple. Now here's Bridges. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Here's Ellis. Back to Hart. And here's Ellis. Lets it go from deep. Unable to get that one. And that'll do it for the first half. This game is tied. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Houston, 30 time.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Without question, Jimmy Butler displaying his skills today.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
And Houston is shooting a nice 50% for the game. Knipple out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Mitchell, then it's Murray, and it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Brian Keefe.
Wanting it more, Butler beating good defense. Jimmy's such a fiery guy.
Tim, when you talk about Jimmy Butler, just how hard of a worker is this guy?
Oh, he's just exceptional. That gritty style of play is what makes him so respected, B.A. And as we know, he has a way of rising to the occasion.
Shot clock at 3. Mitchell misses.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Here's Hart. Rebound, Washington. Gordon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Screen by Gordon to the middle. And Gordon with the big finish.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And now the big question, can they sustain the momentum?
Now here's Butler. 11 points in the game. Inside. And there's Edey. That's good. And the assist by Butler. And the Rockets lead by 2.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
The 3 from Mitchell knocks down the long J. Mitchell's got 8.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Pass to Edey. Black outside. Now Butler. To the paint. And stolen by Gobert. Here's Knipple. Black defending. To the inside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets the 3-second call.
As this game tightens up, it's even more important to take care of the basketball.
And Houston making a change here. Sarge checked in. The Rockets have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Butler, and Gobert with a block.
Yeah, the long arms, it's difficult to protect your shot from Gobert's reach.
Murray passes to Pirtle. Dosunmu, right side. Butler with a steal. Pass to Edey. Back to Butler. Black outside. 4 on the clock. Edey for 3. Rebound by the Wizards. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Washington moving the ball around. Now here's Dosunmu. Butler covering. Murray inside. Oh, Murray getting it done in tight.
Skilled finish by Murray. He can score inside and outside, really anywhere on the court.
Pass to Sarr. It counts! And the foul! That's on Jakob Poeltl.
He hears the whistle, and he keeps his concentration and is able to knock it down.
Houston shooting their first free throw tonight. Brown's checked in for the Rockets.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
Legs, when you're watching a young team play, what are the things you're looking for?
Well, look, a lot of teams have young players who are focused on making a name for themselves, but I like to see unselfishness. Those guys who can play with a team-first winning mindset, those are the guys that you keep long-term.
Play D, do the dirty work, stay in the rotation.
About sums it up.
Now here's Brown. He's scoreless. Sarr misses. Daniels against Mitchell. On the wing, Murray. Pass to Dosunmu. Murray against Brown. Brown grabs the board. The Rockets have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. The drive by Daniels. And that misses. That would have put him up. Washington has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Murray passes to Poeltl. That one goes. Count it.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
And it's Daniels with the ball for the Rockets. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And the Wizards last season with the worst record in the Eastern Conference. Grant second in losses only to Utah.
Yeah, B.A., the course is clear. Development and youth. The losses can be tough to stomach, but they do have some intriguing up-and-coming players.
So for the Rockets, Champagnie comes in for Edey, and Ellis is subbed in for Jimmy Butler. Here's Daniels. On the wing, Brown. Pass to Sarr. Over Pirtle. The Rockets with another miss. The Wizards with a lead. Now here's Mitchell. Mitchell hits from the corner.
And normally Mitchell wants his shot head on, but you give him the corner and he will adapt.
Pass to Brown. Down low. Here's Sarr. And another miss by Houston.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Mitchell. And there are the Wizards with another bucket.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Now here's Daniels. Ellis on the wing. Inside. Here's Brown to halt the run. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Washington.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
That free throw misses. Bridges, he's checked in for Washington. Malik Monk comes in for Mitchell. And a change for the Rockets. Cornette's checked in for Sarr. Good on the second one. Here are the Wizards now with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside Monk. Pass to Dosunmu. 5 on the clock. Picked by Pirtle. Lets the three fly. Dosunmu can't hit. Rockets trail by 6. Ellis passes to Daniels. Now Cornette. Pass to Brown. The 11-footer. He squares up and sinks it.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Here's Cassell. Pirtle with a screen on Daniels. He takes it in. Cassell passes to Pirtle. Tries again. Sumu, left side. Washington moving the ball around. Pass to Cassell. Goes up again. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Dyson Daniels. Washington shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
And he drops the first. Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L from the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights.
Now here's Sumu, and here's Gordon from the arc. Here's Bridges, and terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
Back to Daniels. Ellis left side. Pass to Champagny. Now Ellis. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Monk with a steal. And here comes the break. It's rebounded by Houston. 1:36 left in the third quarter. Ellis's shot is off. Washington leading by 7. It's Bridges on the wing. Outside Monk. Pass to Cassell. Now Bridges. Sumu outside from downtown. Rebounded by Champagny. Champagny's got 4 rebounds now. And here's Daniels. Here's Champagny. There's the triple. Hits a three-pointer. Champagny's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Step back shot. Here's Cassell, covered by Daniels. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
This will be his third free throw of the game. Knipples checked in for Washington. And then for Houston, Josh Hart comes in for Ellis. And Black subbed in for Daniels.
At the line for the Wizards, Sam Cassell. Shooting 1.
43 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Black. 5 points in the game. They set a pick. Brown passes to Hart. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Hart's got 9.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Gordon down low, working on Cornette. Gordon can't hit. Hart up top. 9 points in the game. Pass to Cornette. The 3 ball. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for the Wizards. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And it's Murray with the ball for Washington, leading by 5. So the Rockets 5 now. We've got Christian Brown, Jimmy Butler out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Zach Edey, and it's Black in at the point. Now here's Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. For 3. And Gobert flushes it home.
When Gobert is close like that, you know he's going to try and ram it through.
Rockets trail by 7. Black outside. On the wing, Brown. Back to Black. Butler's got space. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Washington leading by 7. Mitchell with the ball, and it's Edey picking him up from behind the arc. Mitchell misses. Well, the Rockets shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Gordon. Here's Knipple. Hart pulls it in.
Well, that's a shot he should make a majority of the time.
Outside Brown. Pass to Butler. Jacks up a 3. The Rockets again can't hit. Washington's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Mitchell. To the inside. Here's Knipple. And that one's drained from the low block. And the Wizards lead by 9. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Change here. Pirtle's checked in. Dyson Daniels, he's checked in for the Rockets. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's Butler. Pass to Hart. Launches it. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Knipple. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. The Rockets again can't hit.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Gobert. Hart pulls it in. Rockets trail by 9. Pass to Daniels to end the drought. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. The Wizards have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Murray passes to Pirtle. On the wing, Mitchell. Pirtle with a screen on Daniels. Back to Pirtle. Now here's Murray. Black defending. They grab their own miss. Pirtle with a screen on Daniels. The 3 from Mitchell. It's hauled in by Houston. Edey's got 5 rebounds in the game. Now here's Butler to the middle. And stolen by Gobert. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Gobert. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mitchell. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Wizards lead by 11.
And as long as there's time left, Mitchell has the confidence to shoot it.
Back to Butler. Screen by Edey. Takes the three. And the dunk by Edey.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Sumu, he's checked in for Washington. The three from Mitchell. It's hauled in by Houston. Edey's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Screen by Hart. 4-3. Hurdle grabs a miss. Hurdle's got 8 rebounds in the game. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. A great 4th quarter. Just give it up 2 points.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Now here's Black. Outside Hart. The three is up. It's rebounded by Washington. On the wing, Mitchell. Black defending. Gobert passes to Mitchell. Ooh, he connects. His 7th basket. He's 7 of 15 now.
And the fans love it. And Mitchell certainly seems to be enjoying himself on the offensive end.
Outside Butler. Back to Black. Here's the three. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
And the foul called on Dyson Daniels. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Pass to Knipple. Gobert with a screen on Butler. And here's Knipple from the arc. The rebound by Edey. Rockets trail by 10. Black passes to Butler. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Wizards. Washington leading by 10. Outside Mitchell. Washington moving the ball around. Gordon outside. Pass to Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. Hart with a rebound.
And I don't think that's the shot they wanted him to take right now. He's not exactly on fire.
Edey with a screen on Gordon. Butler. Gobert pulls it down.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Oh, this is Gordon at his best. Flying through the air and hammering home alley-oops with a little style.
Here's Black, following the bucket by the Wizards. Puts up the tray. Oh, he cannot hit. Washington leading by 12. Here's Cassell, and he racks up 2.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Putting his body to work in the paint. Butler using his athletic skills to get it done.
The Wizards shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Edey rips down the board. Rockets trail by 12. Now Hart. Butler. Edey. Yes! Using that window.
Any possession that ends with him finishing at the rim is ideal.
Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Cash from downtown.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Butler. Hart outside. Edey with a screen on Gordon. Hart. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Wizards.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that any time momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Rudy Gobert.
He played big all night, relentless on the glass, just helping his team in the possession battle.
We see the Wizards taking the W here. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Well, Donovan, it took a half for you guys to really find your rhythm. But once you did, you took control.
Yeah, you know, I think the biggest thing for us, we just got to compete. And I think that's what we did at the end of the day. We found a way to fight back. They got a lot of talented guys on that team. You know, they got a lot of guys who can go out and get buckets and rebound. But we just overcame it, played defense, and got stops when we needed.
Thanks, Donovan.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Rudy Gobert.